And in the horse and pony section, there are two judging rings in progress this afternoon. Ring 1 is for Section A and Welsh cobs, and Ring 2 for in-hand and ridden horses and ponies. This is Class 11, Best Broodmare, being judged in Ring 2, but we're now quickly over to Ring 1. This is the judge, Mr. N. Jones, and I think he's judging Class 2, which is the Best Foal. This is in the Section A class. Back now in Ring 2 and judging for the Best Broodmare, and the judge in this ring is Sue Howe from Marl, and I think she's a lady with a blue hat on. We'll see her in a minute.
It's the whole one class up for me. As soon as I come out, it's going to be chaos again, so we're getting packed up in again. There's so many hours.
Here are the prize winners for the Best Foal in Section A. First is P.J. Downs, and second is Reg Bowen. And P.J. Downs also had the Best Broodmare, and second again was Reg Bowen. In Ring 2, Frida Layton takes first prize for Best Broodmare, and second place goes to C. Drake. Well, I've now moved into the horticultural tent just to have a quick look round. Judging is in progress at the moment, and I don't think I should really be in here. And here's one of the lady judges sampling some of the cakes. I think it's Miss C. Hardwick from New Radnor. Here's the wine judge, Mr. G.J.L. Woosnam from Bilthwells. I hope he's not driving later on today. And over there in the distance, that's in the children's classes, the judge there is Mr. T.E. Jones from Bilthwells. I think that's the headmaster from Franksbridge School. I believe this is the lady judge in the special open section is Mrs. H. Lewis from Brontlis. She's got quite a lot to judge. Floral arrangements, photographs, crochet articles, and some hand-knitted articles as well. Back to the horses, and we're in Ring 2 again, and I think this is Class 14 for the best 2 or 3-year-old other than mountain or cob. That's the winner in Class 5, the Best Broodmare in the Welsh Cob section, Kay Alman, and I think second place goes to V. Layton.
Thank you.
The winner in Class 14, the best 2 or 3-year-old in hand, goes to Alwyn Morgan, and second place goes to Jeff Davis. Over to the sheep now, and there are two sections for the speckle-faced sheep. The one section, this is the one we're looking at the moment, is open, is for the trimmed sheep, and there's also a section for the untrimmed sheep. Mr. Reg Gaither from Lambister Road, he's the judge in the Butcher's Lambs competition. Two classes, open and local.
Winner of the in-hand.
The mule sheep section, 5 classes here, and the judge is Mr. Mike Rees from Lambister Road.
Please test the ring now.
Mr. Martin Jones from Broadfield Kinnersley, he's the judge in the Texel section here today. 4 classes, and a good show of sheep here too. This is the hardy white-faced sheep section, and I think this is the way to judge the sheep. There's the judge, Mr. Emlyn Morgan from Mudvay. He's got the sheep out in quite a big pen, and he's having a good look at them first before he gets them in the lineup. Here are some of the Jacob sheep, and the judge is Mr. Robert Jones from Irwood.
We're about to start starting with children 5 and under. If you could make your way down to the bottom goalpost, please.
Beulah sheep, or speckled-faced mountain as they're called in the programme. There's the judge, Mr. Alan Davis from Plasnewydd, Llansadden. Mike Rees judging the blue-faced Leicester Rams. I know Mike will be wanting to buy a ram in a couple of weeks' time at the NSA ram sale. They were very dear last year and they could be even more expensive this year. Here's the winner with a Suffolk ram, any age, J.P. Lewis from Tinnerwain Dolly, and I think he won this class last year. Back to the horses now in Ring 2, Class 15, Best Turned Out Pony and Rider. First place goes to Sean Davis, and second place to Mrs. J. Lewis from the Usfer.
Championship.
The children's races are in full swing. This is a girls' race now. I think it's for 6 and 7-year-olds, but I'm not too sure.
Can we have the cock yearling and the 2 and 3-year-olds into the ring now, please?
8 and 9. 8 and 9. I reckon that boy's talking about
Boys 8 to 9-year-old now, and the young lad we just saw thought that someone in this race was more than 9 years old. I don't know which one he means. A big entry in this race, and our starters moving the competitors across the field a little bit. I don't think the tapes at the finish are long enough.
And 2 and 3-year-olds, will they please come to the ring now? This is followed by the top championship.
the Chelsea one.
No, then it's you 3 next, isn't it?
In Ring 2 again, Best Leading Rein Pony, not exceeding 12 hands, and to be ridden by a child of 7 years of age and under. And I think that rosettes will be given to all the competitors in this class. And I see that Philip and Dot Bufton from Cwm Cefn y Gael and Dewey have 2 competitors in this class, 2 of their daughters.
Boys 10 and 11. Boys 10 and 11 years old for the next race. Rose, you should, huh? Here's Joe. Well, that's right, I think it.
It's warm, Philip, isn't it? Pretty warm, isn't it? Back to the speckled-faced sheep again. This is the untrimmed sections. In the open sections, all the classes were won by Gwyn and Neil Jones Timar. They may not have it all their own way in this section, though. There's the winner, the yearling ram, untrimmed, J. Davis. And I think second goes to Neil Jones Timar. On now to the badger-faced sheep, and the judge here this afternoon is Mr. Vaughan Price from Newtown. Over now to the dog show, and I think this might be Class 2, any variety sporting. I'm not too sure though. And there's the judge over there. It's Mr. Bob Phillips from Pontypool. The sun is very bright here this afternoon. It's giving our judge a bit of a problem.
They're doing Sheffield next. March. No.
So it's but it's a bit.
I'm afraid there's so much going on here this afternoon that I've missed all the judging in the cattle section, and I'm afraid I don't really know who the judge is either. And at the moment we're looking at, I think, the best heifer under 12 months, and this has been won by Andrew Powell. And this is the presentation now for the champion beast of the show. It's the Barry Hutton Cup and Rosette, which goes to Price Brothers from Tillyhiler. The women can certainly move here in 100 House. I think it was Mrs. Price to Come who won, and I think she won this race last year too. Back to the horse and pony classes. This is Class 17, best pony not exceeding 12 hands, ridden by a child of 12 years and under. And in Ring 1, I think that's Class 9, best mountain or moorland pony to be ridden. Here's the winner, and I think it's Donna Bufton. And in second place is Mrs. Jennifer Lewis from the Us for one of her daughters. The winner in Class 9 of the Welsh Cob section, best mountain or moorland pony to be ridden, it goes to Sue Davis, but I don't know who's actually riding the horse. Place is V. Davis, and third place I think is Sean Davis. Back at the sheep section, and Malcolm Meredith is having a close look at the Jacob ram. He wouldn't want to butt you in the backside with horns like that, would he? I think we now have the lineup for the champion sheep of the show, and there's one loose at the moment. I don't think you're supposed to judge them like that. This is where all the judges here today in the sheep classes take part in the competition. This is where the champion sheep in each section is inspected by each of the judges. Points are awarded, and the overall champion sheep is the one that has the most points at the end of the day. The champion speckled face belongs to Gwyn and Neil Jones Timara. They won it last year. The champion texel belongs to S. Wozencraft. And then the champion Jacob belongs to, I think it's Mrs. Hughes. No, it's Mrs. Morris. And the champion Hardy Whiteface, that belongs to Mr. Les Jones from Paynes Castle. The champion Suffolk is a ram lamb belonging to R. Mills from Gladestree, I think. The champion of the mule section, 2 ewe lambs shown by Gwyn Jones Timara. And I don't know if you can remember last year, but the overall champion was shared between the speckle-faced ram and the mule ewe lambs, both shown by Gwyn Jones Timara. I wonder what will happen this year.
Yes, it is. Hello. Well, thanks. We'll see what's coming up for him.
The champion in the textile section is Mr. Simon Woodencroft the Great. The Welsh Half-Bred production section goes to Mr. Emrys Davis, Lions Hall. The winner, or the champion rather, of the Hardy Whiteface, Mr. Les Jones, Penlan, Painscottle.
Still got a waiting, Bill. Well done, Bill.
Here goes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll say thank you very much before. Well done, yeah.
The champion of the local butcher's lambs goes to Mr. David Lewis, Vedder.
Well done, David. Thank you very much. Lovely job. Yeah. Cheers.
For the second year running, we have a tie for the Supreme Champion between the Mules and the Speckle. And they're both owned by Gwyn and Neil Jones Timar.
Lovely Milwyn Dyke trophy, plus the miniature, for the exhibit to giving them the most pointy in the show this time, and for the sheep section, and that goes again to Mr. Gwyn Jones Timar.
Thank you. Yeah, up the wall again.
First of all in line, we've got Bruce, that's the bearded collie, with Steve, that's the black and white one on the end.
Yeah. No problem. Off we go. Here's Jack. As I said, just to show you, it isn't big, brave German shepherds. Our gun dogs can do that. Pet people can do this. Back through the fire. Lovely. Round of applause for Nye. Well done. We are installed the Star Recall. Now we're going this way.
Judging still going on in the horse show section.
Holding her buttocks in today for you. Looking nice. Squeeze, tight, trust. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on into the agility. Different, well done, Colin. Next we got Niger. No problem. Well done. We clap every now and again. Puts their minds at rest. Give them...
Sue Howe is now presenting a rosette to the champion ridden horse here this afternoon. That's the best horse in classes 15 to 20. It's owned by Sue Davis and ridden by that gentleman. We saw him earlier on this afternoon. And I'll try and find out his name in a few minutes. And the reserve champion in the ridden section goes to Mrs. J. Lewis from the Asper.
No? Oh my God. No. Dogs don't like that.
Back to the horse and pony section for the last class of the day. This is for the Supreme Champion, and both our judges take part here, and they've certainly got quite a job on to pick a Supreme Champion from all the champions that we see in the ring at the moment.
They got a disc jockey called Jason Harold. Jason was at the side with me. Zach came out and whittled up. Oh, I've done this so long. Up, over. Oh, dear, dear. Do you want me to go through there, then? No. Have I got all day? Please. Pick up fire. Over, hoof. Ooh.
This is the champion in Section A. It's the broodmare owned by P.J. Downs. Alwyn Morgan was his champion of the in-hand section.
Yeah, they look better with dark glasses.
Winner of the Wisdom and Tyler Supreme Perpetual Challenge Trophy is Rexley Merlin, owned by Mrs. Sue Davis of Lanuta Dwells and ridden by Mr. Colin Girdler.
At last we know the name of the rider. It's Mr. Colin Girdler.
Good. Thank you.
A quick look in the marquee once again at some of the cookery and preserves. And I see that Mrs. June Lewis has won quite a lot of first prizes. And in fact she's gained the most points in classes 30 to 39 in the cookery section. And she's won the Challenge Cup, which is kindly given by W.A. James.
The 1991 show president. First in a yard or two, just in case you get them hit first. We could have a nasty dent in the front. So the lorries on the far side get out.
I've never seen so many 100-ounce people stood so quiet in all my life. They're having their photographs taken.
Gentlemen, just come in. In Brian there, that's lovely. Okay, there's one hiding behind the president. This way, sir. All looking this way, nice big smiles. And again, please. I understand there's a horse box on the bottom of the show field. It's one of the...
Have you got them, Archie? Right, I'll read them out now in just a second.
Viewers, you can see the time. What time is it?
Here's the barn. I think it's been quite busy all afternoon because it's been quite hot here, as we know. And I think there are some people in the tent here who've been here for quite some time now. Jack Lloyder is just about to down his last pint of the day. I think he wants to go over to the bookies now and see if he can find a few winners.
Number 9.
Someone else who's been very busy all afternoon, Yum Yum selling ice creams. Just look at the queue now.
You have one on your program, but it should read go.